is the true Dr. Shashank Rathod behind the scrubs?
I really like to enjoy. Every evening should be vacation. Every
Perfect.
evening should be celebrated.
How did you really learn the technique?
Then I went to Canada, Japan, Europe. There, I saw some of them were doing capsular exercise.
Suddenly took a turn and you left ophthalmology and went to Rotary.
Ophthalmology is my profession. I always say Rotary and other activities are my passion. तो दिल ने हमसे जो कहा हमने वैसा ही किया. फिर कभी सोचेंगे ता भला या ता बुरा.
So how did you ensure that you stay updated with the knowledge?
Even today also.
Beautiful.
I keep on learning from my juniors. So the moment you lose that studentship, for your heart, I think you never learn.
What is the real difference that you have felt and seen through the evolution of phacoemulsification in these years?
See, initial machine were also reasonably good, but we didn't understand the physics of that part.
What are the key points that you keep in mind while counseling your patient for cataract surgery, especially about the lens choices?
Under promise and over deliver.
That's always the mantra. Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Eye Conversations with me, your host, Dr. Sheetal Brar, Director, ProSight Eye Hospital, Chandigarh. Eye Conversations is a dynamic platform where we invite prominent ophthalmologists of India who talk to us about the new technologies, innovative solutions, and create awareness about eye health and eye diseases through engaging conversations. And someone who believes to enjoy life in every dimension. On today's show, we have a distinguished guest of honor who not only is a famous ophthalmologist, but also a notable Rotarian, a bike enthusiast, and a stamp collector, and someone who believes in enjoying life in all dimensions. He is Dr. Shashank Rathod, Medical Director of Care Hospital Ahmedabad. Dr. Shashank is the recipient of many prestigious humanitarian awards, most notably Dharti Ratan and Kentucky Colonel Award. Dr. Rathod is also deeply committed to eradicating avoidable blindness and has done an impressive community work through thousands of free eye surgeries in India and Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Shashank Rathod to Eye Conversations. Welcome to Eye Conversations, Dr. Shashank. We are truly amazed to have you as our celebrity guest on Eye Conversations today.
Thank you.
So, you have been a pioneer in phacoemulsification technology, sir. And you were probably amongst the first surgeons to start with phaco technology. And phaco was very new at that time. I believe most of the cataract surgeons were preferring to do ECCE or SICS at that time. What inspired you to adapt this new technology, which was so new, and we were not really sure how it's going to be and is it safe? And there were so many concerns about its safety and efficacy. So please tell us something about your journey.
It's a very interesting question. 87 I started my private practice. And 91 December, I took the one Japanese machine, which was the first phaco machine installed in entire Southeast Asia. At that time, I was a beginner of the practice. How much it cost me? 13.5 lakhs.
Wow.
Huge freeze-like machine. And after 1 year, I took another Venturi machine. So I was, for many years, remained the person who was using a peristaltic as well as Venturi system. And there was no guidance. There were no teachers. I started phacoemulsification by doing a capsulotomy. And next day you see the white cornea and all sort of the complication it takes place. So that's how I started. Then from the 89, 90, the capsular axis came in the picture. But majority people adapted after the 91, 92. So I did the capsular axis. When we started doing it, it made all the difference because
True.
that gave a tremendous safety margin. It worked as a third instrument.
Yeah.
And then the phaco rise took place.
And that's when the concept of in the bag phacoemulsification came.
Absolutely. And we
And
started with only one hand
yeah.
and all scleral tunnel. I using a second hand was came much later. Then after the Nagara's chop technique, we started with stop and chop, divide and conquer, stop and chop, and then I started chop. And I showed in our national conference, I coined the name hold and chop. I Nagara did a direct chop. So I made a small groove and then hold it. Holding is more important and then chop. So hold and chop technique, which I did it. So then the chop made all the easier.
Difference.
Of course, but the learning curve was much, much longer.
Steeper. Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. How did you really learn the technique? Because it's easy for anybody to get a machine, but then learning the technique, getting good outcomes without complications,
Because
without having any formal training
buying
is quite
such
difficult.
machine at the high cost, my senior teacher used to tell me, okay, you have taken the white elephant and time being, I also felt.
Yeah.
Because that confidence never came. There were no
Mm.
guidance, there were no YouTube to learn.
No videos.
Then I moved around the world.
Mhm.
And in Japan, there were 2 or 3 people were doing. One of the doctor in the Juntendo University used to do capsulotomy and phaco. Then I went to Canada, Japan, Europe, and there were few doctors. So there, I saw some of them were doing capsular axis. I came back, and as I said that I've been involved with other NGO like Rotary International.
Mhm.
I served as a governor 25 years back. So we did a lot of charity work. So all my Sunday I used to devote for my free work. Every Sunday I have 25-30 cases. I start my OT at 8 o'clock, रात को 8 बजे खत्म होगा.
Mhm.
So my hands get quite clean faster in phaco.
So you got your surgical expertise by doing the surgery more and more, and you also had opportunities through your association with Rotary
Yeah.
to hold community camps, and I believe that helped you.
And the learning was solely through my own mistakes.
That's a hard way to learn, but surely once you learn from your mistakes, you never forget
Yeah,
those
yeah.
learnings. Great, sir. So I understand that you got the phaco technology around 1992 in your practice, and you were a master in phaco until the end of 2000,
Yes,
around
99.
yeah, 99 2000, and you were pretty much at the peak of your career, and that's when you suddenly took a turn and you left ophthalmology and went to Rotary.
Yes, absolutely. Because
How
99.
did that happen?
That's a very
Because that's a
painful decision I
yeah.
took because 10 years I devoted in my practice and we
Mhm.
did enough good. All my old friends who are here, whenever they meet me, I go, where are you, Shashank? You are not seen in any conference. You'll be surprised. I have not attended any conference meet for last 12-15 years. और ophthalmology का जो post भी आता था, that also goes in a dustbin without review. I didn't have time because I kept on traveling around the world so much for my other assignment. So it was a different, diversion.
Mhm.
And I went in Rotary when I was on the peak of my professional career. But
How did you get so drawn towards the Rotary and that you
see,
left your
it's
career
your
altogether?
personality. Well,
Mhm.
number one, I love to work. But if you are a personality which I will call it multifaceted, probably you enjoy more. See, there are two things. The ophthalmology is my profession. I always say Rotary and other activities are my passion. And when you invest time in the passion, you never regret it.
Yeah.
तो दिल ने हमसे जो कहा हमने वैसा ही किया. फिर कभी सोचेंगे था भला या था बुरा.
बहुत बढ़िया सर. But you again came back to your profession.
Yeah, after
right?
2009.
After 2009.
Because the 10 years, 12 years I devoted because I worked on various international assignments of Rotary
Mhm.
that kept me busy traveling around the world, in the country. So, साल में 100 to 200 days I used to travel.
Mhm.
Then also there is a program fatigue. Formally, sometimes to America, I have to go 4-5 times in a year. So initially we enjoyed, but then it was a strain. So then gradually I withdrew. And What happened when I came back to my profession back, I saw we used to do 100 plus surgery a month, and it came down to 5 cases, 7 cases, 4 cases. So 2009, again I side activities come kiya. I
Mhm.
started focusing back in my profession.
Mhm.
My daughter also in the meantime showed inclination to join medicine. So that was another motivation. So 2009 say, again we have started, fortunately, we have come back to original or better position now.
Was it the fatigue from your Rotary responsibilities and all that travel associated with it, or it was the inspiration because of your daughter since she joined the practice? What was the real thing that inspired you to get back to ophthalmology?
See, if Cleopatra was the most beautiful woman. For her, someone has said that the infinite variety she possesses, which cannot wither at all. So, more important when you enjoy the various facets of your life, then is in a way, yes, it is a little program fatigue
Mhm.
because every 10 years, 12 years, you need to change your lifestyle and devote in something in order to make your life more meaningful because you live once in a lifetime. I have seen my professors, their whole life have been revolved around ophthalmology. Or when they become invalid, you will be surprised no one comes to see them because they never devoted time, neither in hobby, nor to make friends, not to give time to their relatives. So no one
True.
cares for them when they become invalid. So more important is okay, every 10, 12 years, you should keep on enjoying the things which you like most. Today my age is 70. So I would always like to invest the time, my priority, which I enjoy most, not the things which gives me more money. That's the last priority.
So, who is the true Dr. Shashank Rathod behind the scrubs?
Well, I really like to enjoy every day.
I
For me,
can see that.
and people go for my all friends, doctor friends, busy doctor friends, once in a year they'll go for a vacation. They'll spend in a five-star hotel, go abroad, and they go for a vacation. I
Hmm.
say in the life, every evening should be vacation. Every
Perfect.
evening should be celebrated. Then the best place to enjoy the vacation in the life is your home. Nothing like it. So more important is you should take every evening as your vacation and enjoy it. So I try my best. I have variety of hobbies. I am one of the world's leader in stems collection. I'm a philatelist. I'm a member of all philatelic association of the world. People from abroad come to see my stems collection, coin collection. I participate in national, international philatelic exhibition. I'm a motorcycle rider. I went to Kanyakumari 50 years back on a SD motorcycle. There were no GPS, no roads, and I
True.
traveled 6,000 kilometers. Today I ride Harley Davidson, Super Meteor. My
Wow.
BMW is coming. So all my weekends I go for a ride.
So, you are rediscovering
Uh,
yourselves, your passions, and evolving with time.
Absolutely. And that's the reason, all my batchmate riders who comes with me, they are all 25, 30 years. I'm the only senior citizen. But I always feel that I'm still alive and I'm young.
Amazing, amazing, sir. Let's talk a little bit about your practice. So, you are the director of the Eye Care Hospital in Ahmedabad. So, tell us something about your practice. What kind of patients you cater to? What are the technologies that you have in your clinic?
See, it's a 40 years of old practice. We have always had a two phaco machine, two table, two microscope. And as far as the technology is concerned, we don't compromise. We
Mhm,
keep on investing it.
mhm.
आज भी मैं मेरे डॉक्टर्स को सबको बोलता हूँ द डे आई विल रिटायर I must have paid all the dues of banks regularly. That's all. So every time, kuch na kuch naya aata hai, we keep on buying it. So that's
Ji.
a process, keeps on going. Plus, we have good team of doctors working with me.
How many
And
doctors you have, sir?
we have four doctors with me.
Four
My
doctors.
daughter is also working with it. And plus, we have two,
Wonderful.
three visiting doctors. So the things are going. And plus, we are reasonably a good volume cataract surgeon in the town. And we
Mhm.
do it.
I can imagine how challenging it can be for someone who was at the peak of their career and they leave the career and then come back for a second innings, because by this time so much would have changed,
Absolutely.
the technologies, the procedures, and also the concepts. So how did you ensure that you stay updated with the knowledge and also come back with a bang?
See, one thing is important that we must remain student by heart. Even today also, I
Beautiful.
keep on learning from my juniors. Sometimes when they operate, I learn two things,
Very nice.
from them. So the moment you lose that studentship, your heart, I think you never learn. So at 2009, the first thing, I moved again like a for new practitioner. Every places in the country,
Hmm.
wherever I used to go abroad, I will go and visit the ophthalmic institute. So that's what I kept on doing it.
Your quest
And
for knowledge
and
and
and I invested in a LASIK machine. I never did LASIK,
Mhm.
but I learned that now it's issued. So I invested in a LASIK machine. So I learned I went somewhere else and I learned the LASIK. I read about it, and that's how I started. But the one thing I'm telling you, okay, good work, yes, is a number one requisite. You give a good result. But more important is, your discipline, your ethics, your values, your good public relation with the people. And you should be honest by heart. You should be trustworthy. Because if you see, I am just giving you example. If you see Amitabh Bachchan, even at the fifth and sixth decade, he is still relevant, and there are people who come for 10 years and go. So there are many other parameters which will give. Otherwise, हमारे जो और भी कोई डॉक्टर के पास जाते थे तो और लोग यही बोलते थे कि डॉक्टर शशांक राठौड़, आई डोंट नो वेदर ही इज स्टिल प्रैक्टिसिंग और नॉट.
हम्म, हम्म,
दैट वाज द सिचुएशन.
हम्म. So I think जो public relations आपने बनाए while you were associated with Rotary, those relations might have really helped you when you restarted in ophthalmology
Absolutely. And my
because there were already so
relations,
many people knowing you and supporting you.
my relations are not business relation.
Mhm,
It's a very personal.
mhm,
Whenever I go to my village,
mhm.
town, I meet my school friends. I go to and we just walk in that my village, a place called Disa in North Gujarat. Now they are also 70. Some are successful, some are not successful. Many have passed away, and we'll spend the whole day with them.
Yeah,
Some people are very ordinary. One
yeah.
of my friend, he is so down. He was running a PCO telephone now, but
Mhm,
I'll go to his place and sit.
mhm,
So those things gives me really a much pleasure to
mhm.
connect my old friends, irrespective whether they are going to give me business or not. But that is the way you survive in
You
a long
need
run.
to, yeah.
Winning the match is different, but winning the innings is altogether a different ball game.
Beautiful, sir. So I can see that you are so humble and you don't have any ego issues because as you said that you are still a student and even learning from your juniors. So that's so important these days as human beings and as surgeons and somebody running a practice. Sometimes we come across a lot of situations where our ego takes over, like when are dealing with our colleagues, with our patients. So I think you need to be humble and down to earth throughout.
Absolutely. One thing I tell all my doctors, my daughter, that when you treat the patient,
Yeah,
don't keep your eyes on his pocket.
true. Mm.
कोई भी पेशेंट आता है तो you think that he is your brother, he is your sister, he is your father and mother, he is your family, and then take decision. You will never go wrong.
बहुत खूब.
Today also, every day, we must be refusing 5-10 patients that अभी कैटरे का जरूरत ही नहीं है. वे 6 महीने के बाद अरे साहब क्या कल ही करवाने का बोला है. मैंने बोले योर विजन इज गुड. सो
Hmm.
इससे क्या होता है कि योर ट्रस्टवर्दी बिल्ड,
True.
एंड द पीपल हु आर ट्रस्टवर्दी,
Hmm.
हु आर ऑनेस्ट, देयर इंटीग्रिटी,
Hmm.
वो इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑन लॉन्ग रन दे विल सर्वाइव एंड रीच द टॉप.
That's so nice कि सर आप अपनी डॉटर में भी ये एथिक्स इन्फ्यूज कर रहे हैं
मैंने
because this
देखा है कि
is
मेडिसिन में वी हैव बीन टॉट एवरीथिंग, ऑल अल्ट्रा मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी एवरीथिंग, बट वी हैव
जी.
बीन नेवर टॉट द ethics and values in medical practice.
And importance of being empathetic and having good human relations.
Absolutely.
So sir, you have been a pioneer in phaco and at that time the machines were pretty primitive and now we have very high end machines. So what is the real difference that you have felt and seen through the evolution of phacoemulsification in these years?
See, initial machine were also reasonably good,
Okay.
but we didn't understand the fluidics of
Mhm.
that part.
Mhm.
What is a vacuum, or what are the pulse they used to give us, वो कितना रखना चाहिए. So we learn by practice, कि vacuum 50 is fine, इसमें 100 is working well. But nowadays, what the machine we have it, we work at a very high vacuum, 400 vacuum,
Yeah.
and with a greater safety. Plus capsular access and the small incision, now we do it 1.8, 2.2. So that has made a life very easy.
Machines have become much
Plus,
safer and efficient.
The best advantage is the second hand, which when we started, we are just doing a single-handed technique. We used to rotate the nucleus with the phaco probe only. Now the second hand has come, chop has come. So it has become much easier now. And then the machine fluidics, I think, has been for last few years has remained the same. Of course, certain new machines have come, which we keep on investing in it.
Great, sir. Let's also talk about the intraocular lenses. So you have a high volume practice, you have high-end phaco machines. How do you choose the lens for your patient? What are your preferred choices for intraocular lenses that you offer to your patients?
See, we offer all the ranges. Number one, we don't confuse the patient. First thing, my counselor gives monofocal, multifocal, toric, and multifocal toric. Doctor has recommended this lens. Toric lens is not a magic, it's just like a monofocal lens. So we don't give option number one, and we may put any prototype of the lens. When I use a aspheric optic lens, I may put X company, Y company, Z company. It's not patient's choice. So I always think that it is not the lens which makes difference. It is your surgical skill which makes all difference. Irrespective, even the Indian lenses we use it and we give a good result. So lens is just patient ke mind mein hota hai. But otherwise it is a good surgical skill which is important. So we give all the options and accordingly we do it. But predominantly we work monofocal lenses. Of course, our multifocal toric segment is also growing up. And we are very cautious in counseling when it comes to premium lenses.
What are the key points that you keep in mind while counseling your patient for cataract surgery, especially about the lens choices?
Under promise and over deliver.
That's always the mantra
for
a happy patient.
I am not a rude to my patients. But one of the VIP patient came, sir, और क्या हो सकता है? What else? मैंने बोला नंबर आ सकता है multifocal आधा एक और क्या हो सकता है? और and he really kept me, काफी क्वेश्चन पूछा. मैं तो sir, you may die on table. It never happens. But theoretically, कोई drug reaction. So that was the last. He didn't ask. Question is not to scare him, but the question is to become a very honest with them. So always under promise. आज multifocal lens डालने के बाद patient who asks very specific way, मुझे चश्मा आएगा उसके बाद? तो I answer yes. ये multifocal के बाद भी आपको चश्मा आएगा.
आ सकता है, but of course
आएगा. अभी now you are so specific, तो ये आएगा. तो then our counselor also specifically write कि although 80% people don't need glasses, but you may need glasses for some activity.
It's good to be cautious in advising the patients
the
for
best way to generate
lenses.
the badwill is to overpromise and underdeliver.
So you are in the ophthalmic industry for so long now, and you would have definitely worked with different companies. So what is your experience with the BVI company, and have you been using their technologies?
Yeah, we have been using their lenses for quite some time.
Very nice.
And we are quite happy. It's a good lens.
Yeah, so I have also been using the BVI lenses, and my association with BVI has been very positive and encouraging since the past 4 years. And I use their ISOPure, which is my go-to lens. It's an advanced monofocal lens wherein the patients get good distance vision as well as functional intermediate vision, which is so important these days. Most patients use the intermediate vision for most of their tasks. And also their fine vision trifocal is an excellent trifocal lens, gives full range of vision post-op without minimal compromise, without having any kind of significant compromise on the quality of vision. One
thing I observed in BVI, the optical clarity is really good.
Yeah.
And next day when you see the slit lamp, you really enjoy seeing that slit lamp. Yeah. And another thing, one thing which I liked about the toric, multifocal toric, is their, that lens is a 4 haptic, but it's more like a 2C down.
Double haptic.
The best advantage, what happens when you put a toric many times, offshoot the axis. Yeah. Then again you have to rotate the whole lens. So in that lens, at least if you go there, you bring the lens on this side just 5-10
Mm.
degree, and you are right on the axis. That's the advantage. Otherwise, many times, when I used to with a two-loop toric lens, one patient I had to 3 times. When I'll just remove the viscoelastic, it would overshoot,
Rotate again.
especially in a myopic eye.
Myopic eyes.
And again, put the visco and rotate. So that's a one advantage.
Yeah, I too love their lenses, and now all of their lenses are coming in this new design, which is the four haptic double C loop design.
Double C. Yes.
And this is much more stable design compared to a traditional C loop lens because of larger contact angle. So this
Perfect.
contact angle, the larger it is, it's better for the stability and provides the patient with a much more stable long-term refractive outcome.
Absolutely.
Okay, sir. Let's get out of the operating room and discuss life beyond ophthalmology.
Well, it's a very interesting. You will find ophthalmology is not a glamorous line after that. You see, I'll just give you an example that normally I presume
Mhm.
that the work span of any ophthalmologist or in doctor is maybe 80 years, say example. So 40 is a year where exactly in the middle of your professional career.
Yeah.
Right? We presume that you will work till 80. बट नॉर्मली ऑफ्थेल्मोलॉजी 70-75 के बाद बंद करना पड़ता है. तो 40 इज अ टाइम यू नीड टू इन्वेस्ट टाइम इन योर हॉबीज एंड पैशन. दैट्स अ टाइम एंड यू शुड डू इट ग्रेजुअल. सो प्रोफेशन थोड़ा कम करके यू कीप ऑन द थिंग्स विच यू वांटेड टू डू इट इन योर चाइल्डहुड एंड यू नॉट डन इट. सो दैट इज अ टाइम you should do it. Otherwise, may I give you a simple example? I had a secretary. She was irregular, so I just called her कि every time you do not come, and she told me कि सर ऐसा है कि my brother's son was a birthday था तो मेरे को जाना पड़ा, इसको लेके शॉपिंग के लिए जाना पड़ा. तो मैंने बोला it is too much. And she said after that कि सर your life is different than mine. आपकी डॉटर का बर्थडे आता है तो आप नहीं जाते कि मैं लेट आऊँगा. But for us, हमारे कोई भी relatives, friends, whether they are enjoying their life or they are in a distress, we have to be personally with them. So that was $1 million advice to me. See, we are
Absolutely.
successful, but we don't give. अगर आपका कोई friend hospital में है तो do you go and spend whole day in the hospital? We never know. So I think these are the value system we must inculcate after 40.
Perfectly said, sir. Your top 5 hobbies that you enjoy to do.
Motorcycle riding, skiing. I am a
Wow.
good skier, mountaineer.
Wonderful.
Philately, stamps exhibition, and talking with beautiful ladies.
Piano.
And piano.
So I believe these hobbies are making you younger day by day.
Absolutely, it keeps you.
Keeping your heart younger.
Yes, because you know age यहाँ से आती है.
जी.
And your hobbies would keep you young. That's more important. And मैंने तो ये देखा 20 साल की उम्र में भी कोई बूढ़ा हो जाता है.
Books, music or movies? What's your go-to escape?
Books.
What kind of books?
On life management, on leadership. मैं आपको बता दूं मेरे घर में टेलीविज़न नहीं है.
Oh.
तो जब नहीं वो विमान टकराए थे अमेरिका में 2 टावर पे,
Mhm.
देन आई टेलीफोन माय नेबर आई वांट टू कम टू योर प्लेस एंड सी ऑन टीवी हाउ इट प्लेन क्रैश्ड ऑन दैट ट्विन टावर. तो बट टाइम ही नहीं मिलता है टीवी देखने का.
You're more busy in your outdoor
Yeah.
activities.
I
And that probably
work.
gives you
I
more
finish
enjoyment.
my work at 3 p.m. 3
Mhm.
बजे के बाद मैं काम नहीं करता हूँ. Twice in the afternoon I go to play golf.
Mhm.
And evening 2 hours between 4:30 to 6:30 is my personal time. I exercise, yoga. I have a swimming pool at home. I have a beautiful gym and spa in the home. So
Wonderful.
I spend 2-3 hours there. So उसमें शाम पड़ जाती है 7 बज जाता है और 9 साढ़े 9 बजे सो जाते हैं. तो and Monday and Saturday is my off day. I work Tuesday to Friday.
Wow.
तो 3 दिन मेरा ऑफ आ जाता है. तो अपना तो जैसे वेकेशन आ जाता है ऐसे हो जाता है.
That's a great way to keep your hobbies and work balanced.
Absolutely.
And I'm already imagining how I'm going to balance my life, especially after 60, when I wish to be working also, but also focusing on my passions and hobbies.
Right.
Thank you, sir. So much to learn from you.
Thanks.
All right. So if you had a month off without any responsibilities, how would you like to spend it?
At home doing nothing. See, many times we have a Diwali, we have a 8 days off. हाँ, 8 दिन हमारा रजा होता है गुजरात में.
Mhm.
So 8 days I am a prisoner in the home. Sometimes I get up at 10 o'clock, have a breakfast, then again go to sleep. कभी शाम को पता चलता है कि टुडे आई हैव नॉट टेकन शावर, बट दैट 8 days ऑफ रेस्ट rejuvenate me for next year.
Are you a morning person or a late night thinker?
Morning,
How early do you get up?
4:35.
Wow.
Morning I go, I clean my swimming pool, थोड़ा गार्डनिंग
What are
करते
your
हैं.
morning rituals?
मॉर्निंग आई गेट अप बाय 4:35.
Mhm.
देन उसके बाद थोड़ा वॉकिंग करता हूँ. माई स्विमिंग पूल मेंटेन करना पड़ता है, दैट आई मेंटेन. थोड़ा गार्डनिंग करता हूँ, तब तक वो सूर्योदय हो जाता है. देन आई मी एंड माई वाइफ विल हैव कप ऑफ टी दैट विल लास्ट फॉर अबाउट 1 hour. न्यूज़पेपर तो 7:30-8 वहाँ बज जाते हैं. सो
Wow.
दैट्स अ वन थिंग आई वुड
Perfect,
नेवर लाइक टू
dreamy
मिस.
morning routine. Great. What's that one travel experience that changed your perspective towards your life?
See, many travel experience has been very painful also sometime. And many time I miss the flight. Sometime it has been overbooked. Sometime the passport has not been found in my hotel room. So these are the things. So one talk I give pain and gains of international traveling. But the traveling is the best way to remove your short-sightedness. And I travel on motorcycle often for a long distance. My next trip is Goa. So I am taking the sea coast from Alibag to Goa, from Ratnagiri and Sri Harihar and Ganapati Phule. So in the village, I meet the people. I stay in a modest hotel there,
Mhm.
eat their local food. So traveling
That's the
enriches
real
you.
way to
Enriches.
enjoy and enrich your life. So, of course, you do a lot of adventure, biking, traveling long distances. That demands a good level of physical fitness.
Absolutely.
So, how do you keep up with your
I,
physical
I, I
fitness?
give 2 hours a day because now my age is 70. The muscle is not that powerful.
Mhm.
I had a great bicep and brigade shoulder. Now it's not happening. The
Mm.
muscle, my Harley Davidson is 1800 cc, 350 kilo.
Heavy.
So if it falls, रास्ते में 4 लोगों को बुलाना पड़ता है. तो
Mm.
muscle strength is not there. So I keep on working on it so
Mm.
that as long as I can enjoy my passion. So you have to invest time
Great.
for that.
Is there any app that you use or a habit or a ritual that keeps you centered all the time?
I
You know,
like
with so much chaos going on in life and so much
I
activity
would
and
like to sit with my couple of close friends in the evening and spend quiet evening with them and enjoy. Sometime drink. That's the best way to, I think, relax after the heavy work. And life has been great ups down. Even I passed through a great stress, or I had been in the past.
Mhm.
But over a period of time, I matured myself. Initially, I used to react like you operate and you produce the complication. It is a part of your
Mhm.
professional hazard. And even today, when some complication takes place, I have a sleepless night.
Mhm.
But my ability to overreact to that situation has now I have become
Toned
more
down.
mature. I know, okay,
Mhm.
I did my best. But
Mhm.
I'm very honest to my patient to
Mhm.
tell this. Suppose during the surgery anything goes wrong, nucleus fall, or I'm not able to put the lens, I have taken the image. The first thing I open the OT door, call the patients, and I say, this is a complication has taken place.
Mhm.
We have taken one suture, we have implanted this iris glow lens or this lens. Hopefully
Mhm.
everything should go well.
Right. And I think during these stressful situations and challenging time is when you really realize the importance of your close friends and close relations and family,
Absolutely.
right? Because they are always there to support you through your thicks and thins.
See, most of the doctors and all my friends, they
Hmm.
believe that you have a Facebook and Insta, you have a
Hmm.
5,000 friends, follower. I think
Hmm.
they are not friends. They are
True.
all virtual.
Virtual.
But there are people who are friends when you call them and they are there with you.
Is there any one quote that you can recall about life's philosophy that guides and inspires you?
I think the life you live once in a lifetime, you pass through this planet once and you have to take most out of it. You don't get second opportunity. Most of the doctors think that when you do a good clinical work, they are the most successful. That's a wrong myth. See, life is a professional life, personal life, family life, your spiritual life, your mental life, and I would another add your residential health. People who stay in a very quiet and good housing also adds to their health. So life has to be lived in all the facets equally. Your spiritual dimension, your mental dimension, your physical fitness, your
Hmm.
mental and your profession and your family.
Hmm.
तो ये सब जगह पे अपना इक्वी
वो
contribution
सब
होना चाहिए.
dimensions should be balanced.
Balance. Then I would tell you, then you are a successful. जो सार्थक जीवन आपने देखा है, if you could do so. The person who become a number one doctor and the rest of the no friends, no family, the wife also leaves him. I think I don't consider him as success.
वैसे तो सर आप काफी सुलझे इंसान हैं, बट कभी कभी होता है दैट पीपल मिसअंडरस्टैंड अबाउट अ पर्सन. सो इज देयर समथिंग दैट यू फील पीपल मिसअंडरस्टैंड अबाउट यू?
Often they think I am serious person.
And how do you clear this misunderstanding?
When the people come to know me, they feel.
Yes, I think some time ago I also had this little, I won't say misunderstanding, but impression about you that you might be very serious. But when I spoke to you and when I met you now personally, it has completely changed. You are so inspirational, so full of life, and there's so much to learn from you.
Life is a unique thing. I think we should enjoy. We should take most out of it. And ultimate aim is to enjoy.
Wonderful, sir. So one value that you would never want to compromise on, personally or professionally?
Integrity.
Wonderful. If a biopic was made on you, which actor would play your role?
Amitabh Bachchan.
That's
Why?
so rightly said.
You should ask why.
Why?
There is this man is at the 6 decades. He is relevant. And I had also spoken to him several times because he works for the thalassemia awareness. He himself is a thalassemic minor.
Okay.
So long back for the Rotary connection. That man is a very punctual, number one. And he goes to sleep at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock he will leave any party. He is so disciplined person. And that keeps us. So I think he is an example.
Totally agree, sir. One talent you have that your colleagues would be surprised to know. Hidden talent, we all have some
I am
hidden
a
talent.
शायर.
शायर?
तो
कुछ हो जाए शायरी.
हम भी थे कभी मत वाले, नैन रसीले जादू वाले, गोरा मुखड़ा गेसू काले, हाय जवानी हाय जवानी, गोरी हो या होती काली सब लगती थी अपने वाली, जाते थे मेले ठेलों में बनकर हंसी मौज उड़ाने, जिसको ताका उसको मारा, कोई न मारी आंखों से बत्ता, वो हमसे नाना कहती थी लेकिन वो कमबख्त हम पर मरती थी, हाय जवानी हाय जवानी.
बहुत खूब सर, बहुत खूब. Really enjoyed. What is the most spontaneous thing you have ever done? कुछ चीजें जो हो जाती है बिना सोचे समझे.
Sometime in surgery I hyperactive to do it and then I regret I shouldn't have done it. That's a very spontaneously. Like one foreign body with the glass, I thought I'll remove it and it went inside instead of removing from cornea. So
any advice to young ophthalmologists who are learning phaco, since phaco has as a surgery long and a steep learning curve?
One thing is that surgical proficiency is a number one requisite. That you should do it and you shouldn't get hurried to come in the practice. Get enough experience and then start practice. But one thing I will always tell कि लाइफ में ऐसी सक्सेस कभी मत लेना जो which disturbs your peace of mind, which can affect your health, which can disturb your family peace. अगर ऐसी कोई चीज अगर सक्सेस आपको दे रही है तो उसको ना बोल दो.
बिल्कुल सर. Nothing should come at the cost of your own peace of mind.
Absolutely.
And people who have good peace of mind, I think, are the wealthiest people and good health these days.
Absolutely.
So the criteria for richness and wealth are changing now.
And that's what I always tell. I tell my daughter, I tell all my doctors, that the life, peace of mind, your health, and your family.
Your
these
circle.
are the three things. Do not compromise, even though you may get any success.
True, sir. True.
And say no to such success.
Now we come to the rapid fire round, sir, where the responses need to be only in one line or one word. Okay? Ready for it?
Done.
Sunrise surgeries or post lunch?
Sunrise.
Coffee or chai?
Coffee.
Ahmedabad street food or home cooked meals?
Preferably home cooked, but I enjoy everything.
Sometimes. Cheating days.
Cheating days.
Okay. Favorite city outside of India?
Bangkok.
Who is your 3 a.m. call? Somebody from your non-medical background.
Now none.
Somebody who used to be in the past.
It's past now.
Instagram or a good book?
Good book.
One word that defines you.
Enjoy life fully and make most out of it.
You have come so far in your journey, but what's next for Dr. Shashank?
I think lot of plans are there. There is a great plans are there, and I want to do the things which I have never done it before. So it's all in my bucket list, and step by step I am fulfilling it. So my number one plan is to take the car and move around the country to a small place. Once upon a time I used to travel on the motorcycle. These are the second plan. Third thing, I am a good pianist. I have a grand piano at home. So I want to learn so many songs which still I have not learned. So that I want to learn, invest time in that.
वाओ सर, आई ट्रूली विश कि आपकी जितनी भी विशेस हैं वो जल्दी एंड ज़रूर पूरी हों.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I truly enjoyed having this inspirational and exciting and so engaging conversation with you. And I personally learned so much from your journey. You started with Phaco, you came on the peak, you left at the hilt, and then you switched your gears to Rotary, and then came back with a bang. And now you're doing so great with your daughter in your practice. So all the very best, sir. Thank you so much for being on the show. And few words about our show and how did you like being on
I
Eye
really liked
Conversations?
it because the topic which you have selected is something offbeat, because it's a life beyond ophthalmology. I
Ji,
think this is what the one message all the ophthalmologists, especially the younger generation,
true.
they are fully workaholic. So
Hmm.
they should also know that ophthalmology is a part of the life.
Yeah.
See, the money's business is important for life, but don't make your whole life business. That's a
Great,
good
sir.
message and good topic you selected.
Great, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for being on the show and enlightening us by sharing all the experiences of your life. It was truly an honor to host you on this show, sir.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's a wrap for today's Eye Conversations, and I hope you enjoyed this journey with us. Do not forget to follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for more updates and new insights. We have a lot more exciting stuff coming up in the next few months. Thank you so much and take good care of yourself.